Well, it has certainly been a long time since I have sat down and did a video with you all. Let me just start out by saying that 2020 has just been a really crappy year for me. I will go into some details at the end of the video. But for this right now, I want to share with you some of the products that I have picked up from the Sephora VIB sale. This is a dental floss from Cocoa Floss. Ladies, this stuff is so amazing. Comes in several different flavors, but you really can't taste the flavor, and you really can't even smell it. Like this one right here is mint, and I can just barely detect the scent of it. I love this floss. It is like your regular dental floss on steroids. I mean, it is so amazing. I don't use this every single day. I use it every two or second or third day. It's amazing. However, I do floss my teeth every day. But anyway, put this in your cart and give it a try. I think you'll really, really love it. This is going to be a repurchase for me. When I originally purchased this is by Sol de Janeiro. This is the shampoo and conditioner. When I first got this, it was in a little kit. I love this. Let me tell you something. Okay, let's go through the scent of this first. The shampoo, it kind of smells like it, but not really. The conditioner, however, does smell just like that Bum Bum cream. The formula of the shampoo, when I first used this, it kind of scared me because when I rinsed it out of my hair felt dry. Felt kind of like that straw effect that you do kind of get with some shampoos, and it kind of scared me. I mean, I couldn't even run my fingers through my hair, but when I went in with the conditioner, it just softened, silkened. It was amazing. If you have more of an oily scalp, or if you use a lot of products in your hair, such as dry shampoos, hairsprays, mousses, things like that, where you just want to get a really good cleanse for your hair, this is your little hair product right here, the shampoo. It's amazing. The conditioner left my hair just super soft, super shiny. I mean, it was really good. The little body mist here that came with this smells identical to the Bum Bum cream. It's so good. I don't use this on my body. I just kind of spritz it here in my hair, whether I use that shampoo or not. I love this. Loved it so much I went ahead and got a full size. The Jakekidsnaz, and this is called the Blonde Absolute. This is the Bane Ultra Violet shampoo. This is the one where, if you've got blonde hair, keeps the brassy cut down out of your color. Yeah, look at this. Oh my word. I cannot wait till the salons open up. So the one I've got right now is by Pravana. So I love the Jakekidsnaz line, so I wanted to go ahead and pick that up and give it a try. Visart, they came out with the Paris Edit. Of course, I'm going to pick it up because it's pink, obviously. The shades in here are just so beautiful. I did a little look with it today. I used this color, this one, a little bit of this one right here in the inside crease, a little bit of that one on the outside, and went in just a little bit on the outside crease line with that color. So beautiful palette. Love the formula. It's Visart. I mean, what else can you say? Hourglass did come out with a new setting spray, and this is called the Veil Soft Focus. Okay, so good points about this is, first of all, the mist. Love that mist. It is fabulous. There's not a whole lot of a scent to it. I'm not going to say that it is, not scented. It's just barely scented, in my opinion. As far as a soft focus or a veil on your skin, I don't see it. It gives you a little bit of a glow to your skin. To be honest with you, I'm probably going to go ahead and return this because to me it's basically like the this is by Glow Recipe, and this is called the Watermelon Glow Mist. What I have been absolutely loving and reaching for again is the Dior Air Flash, and this one right here is called the Radiance Mist. This stuff is just still just such an amazing setting spray. It's just a perfection for your makeup, for your skin. It really does give you just that kind of that blurred effect to your skin, where it kind of hides those imperfections of perhaps enlarged pores, I don't know, it's beautiful. And I've just kind of fallen back in love with this again. So for the VIB sale, I picked up 2 of them. Okay, so where in the world have I been? Well, starting out at the first of the year, I came down with a sinus infection, upper respiratory infection, tonsillitis, and strep throat basically at the same time. Y'all, it wiped me out. It really did. So, I mean, I was so sick. Got over that. There was one day that there was some storms coming in. We were under a tornado watch. My business is right behind my house. I was sitting in my chair. Okay, so let me back up. We've got one of those old timey plows, that like you would plow dirt with, the garden or whatever. So we've got one of those. Hubby thought it would be neat looking in front of our front yard because it's really rustic, goes with the rest of the atmosphere around here. I hate that thing. I just think it's tacky. I don't like it. So anyway, I'm sitting in my chair, and all of a sudden, the lightning strikes, and it hit that plow. That plow lit up. I mean, sparks were flying off of it. I jump up out of my chair, run in toward the kitchen to find out where hubby is, and we kind of meet in the kitchen, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and then all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, I smell something burning, and he's like, yeah, I do too. Y'all, when you live in a log house, you do not want to smell something burning. I mean, it just gives the meaning, oh shit, completely different level, So anyway, then I get on the phone. So I'm on the phone with getting the fire department on their way. Then all of a sudden, same thing. I mean, Robert and I, we don't see flames. We're not seeing any smoke. We just smell something burning. So as soon as I hung up with the fire department, my NOAA Weather Alert Center went off. We are now at tornado warning. Oh my word, are you kidding me? Okay, house could possibly be on fire. A tornado could possibly be touching down somewhere around us. So I'm like, we got to get to the shed. And Robert's like, yeah, let's go. So I'm trying to figure out the animals and getting, just my few things that I take out there with me. And all of a sudden, y'all, I have got IBS. I do. I have horrible IBS. My stomach is always a mess. And I have a very nervous acting stomach. So now it's like all the nerves, all the adrenaline's kicking in. And my stomach just all of a sudden goes, everything out now. I'm like, oh my word, I got to go to the bathroom. And Robert's like, now's not a good time. And I'm like, Robert, no, seriously, I got to go. And he's like, no, really, Marsha, we got to get to the shed. Y'all, unbelievable. I mean, so we get out. Everything is good. The paramedics should have came because I was like almost ready to have a heart attack. The fire department shows up, and they go through the whole house with their little cameras. They cannot find anything. So the house is not on fire. A tornado did not touch down. I did make it to the bathroom. I mean, it was just so unreal. So our house did take a major hit. It ended up hitting our warehouse, arcing over and hitting our house. Took out so many electronics. Now, being out here in the country and having internet, completely different ballgame than living in the city, okay? I'll insert some pictures. We've got our own tower, all right? And you'll see it's very high up in the air. Well, the provider that we had currently at that time, they were kind of crappy. We get service like sporadic. So we were looking at changing services anyway, but out here it's a little bit different because, you got to be put on like a wait list on some places. It takes 2-3 weeks for them to show up. They climb up there, put your stuff on there, and they're like, oh, well, you're almost in reach for like that really high speed stuff. So right now, it's just mediocre speed. You're like, no, never mind. So then, you have to call another company, and they're like, no, you're not in our district. And then another company, yes, we'll get out there. And it's just been a mess. So, we finally did get internet up, finally. Y'all, with the internet, I mean, it took out our cable TV. I was living on DVDs, y'all. I mean, watching DVDs, old DVDs. And then Robert, he got this brilliant idea. He's like, I'm just going to get one of those, antenna, and just put the antenna on top of the roof, and run the wire down, hook it back TV. We'll get like local channels. We can watch local news. I'm like, yay, I'm happy with that. I think at the time The Bachelor was on. I mean, I was like, yes, I could finally watch my Bachelor. And so we did that for a couple days, and then there was like one channel or a couple channels that were just like so-so. So Robert gets a brainy idea to go get back up on the roof, and he's trying to like, navigate this thing or fine-tune it or whatever. Ends up dropping it off of the roof. It smashes and crashes into lots of little bitty pieces. Now I'm back to DVDs. So then we end up ordering another one. So anyway, that all happened. In my videos, at the beginning of my videos, I always share with you all, little clips of my horses. And I know that you've seen my one big, beautiful white horse, Jake. He was 21 years old. Y'all, I had him since he was like 5 or 6 years old. I spent many, many years with that horse. He was just, he just started the ball rolling. He really did. Jake and I mean, we had so many good times. I mean, yeah, and I've gone to the emergency room by ambulance, falling off of him. That's another story. Anyway, he ended up getting sick on me. Had to hospitalize him for several days. Got him over that, got him home. I don't know who in the world ever came up with that saying, healthy as a horse. They never owned a horse. They truly did not, because they are the most fragile creatures. They really, really are. So when I brought Jake home, I had to pin him up, introduce small amounts of grain, hay, had to hand graze him, which, he wore his halter, and then I have a lead rope, and I walk him around, kind of like a dog eating grass. So I finally got him, good. About a month after that, he ended up colicking on me. If you don't know what a colicking horse is, it's the -- killer of horses if you don't get it treated. And even if you do, I mean, it's just one of those things. It's too lengthy to get into. But I will tell you that, I'm so blessed to have medical background with animals that I do have. If you've ever had a colicking horse, you know that things can progress very quickly. I had already gotten drugs into him that a vet would give, if they showed up. So I'd already given him all the drugs that I could, and he was still in pain. He was still very uncomfortable. So I went ahead and I heavily sedated him. I had the vet on the way. I knew that, the way that Jake was reacting, that it was turning bad really quickly. So I ended up, the vet ended up putting him down. So that's really hard to talk about, y'all. I mean, if you have animals and you just, Anyway, a couple weeks after that, Robert's mom, my mother-in-law, ended up getting really sick. And this was during the time when all that virus stuff was just starting out, closing things down. She was rushed to the emergency room. At that time, whoever was, being treated was the only one that could go into, back into the back where they were treating her. So, she was back there alone. She ended up having an impaction. They were going to do surgery on her. And then everything just kind of went south on her. She ended up rupturing. Nothing could be done for her. So, anyway, I mean, just the way it was at the time, they said that, they could go ahead and release her, let her go home and have hospice come in, or she could stay there and she would basically die alone. So family brought her home, got hospice in. And within like 18 hours after hospice showed up, we ended up losing her as well. That's so hard, y'all. I mean, okay, so let's talk about something kind of good, a little bit better. I mean, it has been for me. I've ended up losing like almost 25 pounds, or right at 25 pounds. Right now I'm kind of hovering, just kind of like maintaining a little bit, and then I'm going to start back again and lose a little bit more. If you're interested in, what I've done, I will tell you that if you're looking for healthy options, Don't ask me, because I don't do smoothies. I can't really do salads because of my stomach. I'm not a real big veggie person or a big fruit person. So, I mean, if you want some information on what I did to kind of, help me along, I'll gladly do a video. Let me know down in the comments section. So I've done that. I ended up, as you probably have already noticed, I had Chrissy cut a lot of my hair off. My hair started falling out, so I've been battling that. Okay, what else? Looking out the kitchen window one morning, and being out here in the country, people dump animals all the time. I was looking at my pond. I'll insert the video up here. So I'm like, what in the world is in my pond? So I go out, and there's not one, not two, not three. There is 4 little dogs. 4 little dogs playing in the pond. I'm like, oh my word. Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, well, they'll go back where they came from or something. No, y'all, they won't leave. They wouldn't leave. One of them ended up having a broken leg, so it hid itself down in the woods. We've got thick woods down in the bottom of our property. We would take, food and water down for it, and it would not come out. I mean, it was too scared. It wouldn't come out because it was too afraid. Anyway, there was another one that about a week later, of it being here, it started, acting a little lethargic. So, medical background with animals, I just diagnosed him, and I'm like, dude, you got a little upper respiratory infection. I'll take you to the vet, get you some antibiotics, So I did. Vet's like, yep, that's what he's got, let's get him some antibiotics. And I'm like, okay, let's just go ahead and do a parvo test on him. Just, see where we are. Y'all, he came back parvo positive. So I ended up having the vet having to put that one down. And I thought, great, this is just not good, because now if that one had it, then more than likely the others have been exposed. My own dogs have been exposed. What a mess. So anyway, there's 2 of them left. I'll put little pictures of them. Oh, they're so cute. They are so cute. But let me tell you something. They are a handful. They are the most hyper little dogs, little Houdinis. Unbelievable. So anyway, I acquired two more little dogs, so now I'm up to 5. But anyway, they've got little forever homes with us now. I can never ever turn anything away. I mean, if something shows up here on the property, I'm going to feed it. If it wants to stay, absolutely. So now, we're under all of this virus, COVID-19, all that stuff. I mean, that's just been a whole new ball game within itself. It's amazing what has happened in, our countries shutting down. I mean, can you imagine just turning the light switch and say, nope, stop, Friday, today's Saturday, Friday, everything opened yesterday. And I think the day that opened, we had our highest positive testing. It was like 1,300 or 1,500 people in one day. So anyway, but I think that you just have to arm yourself with as much knowledge as you possibly can, to kind of maneuver and navigate through all of this as safe as we possibly can. If you all would like me to do a video to share with you everything that I do if I have to leave, and go out to the grocery store, let me know in the comments down below. There are several things that, I implement that I'm very cautious. Like I said, we cannot arm ourselves with enough information. So if you would like a video on that one, let me know down there in that comment section as well. Ladies, at the end of all of my videos, I've always said, I appreciate y'all being here with me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I wish you all a safe and a wonderful day. I think that, that saying has just kind of taken on a whole new meaning, because of all of this stuff. So please know that I do appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, I wish you all a safe and wonderful day.